Tonight, Brett, you could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. It's important. And it's the Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors, the tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. Now, here is Harden, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Three-pointer, and James Harden with the three. Harden's got himself on the board with three there.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Green with a screen for Thompson. Durant, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Harden against Thompson. And Tucker has it in the corner. Not three off the mark. Durant in the corner. Durant with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Gordon. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound pass, and Capella sends it back.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Capella with a screen on Curry. And the dunk by Capella.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Green. Poked loose. Stolen by Harden. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Warriors trail by 7. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Capella sets a screen for Harden. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thompson against Harden. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Green dishes to Iguodala. Outside Durant, over Gordon. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala.
Vintage KD, quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Pass to Harden. Here's Tucker. It's good from long range. Tucker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Durant with a screen on Paul. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Here's Durant. That one goes in. Durant's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
The pass to Harden from downtown, and it's Durant with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Pass to Paul. Back to Harden. Launches it. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now here's Curry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Thompson against Harden. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry against Paul. He kicks to Tucker. No good on the triple.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and the contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Right side Curry. Passes to Thompson. Outside Green. Curry kicks to Iguodala. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tucker. Off the left rim and out. Rockets leading by 10. Ball outside. Pass to Gordon. Capella with a screen on Thompson. And the basket by Gordon.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Iguodala, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. It seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent, we have so much talent in this NBA beyond the superstars of that category. Who are some of your favorite players to watch?
Well, I'm thinking about last season and some of the great storylines that came out. Quinn Cook for the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Earned a contract as a two-way player. I mean, did an unbelievable job stepping in and playing backup minutes. You know, Dante Exum's late season return to the Utah Jazz and what he did defensively for them in the playoffs. Even a guy like Jared Allen, who had a great year in Brooklyn for the Nets, an opportunity to play at center as a rookie, getting 21 starts. So those are the kind of things where you just have aha moments and you want to follow a guy and see how he impacts his ball club as the season moves on.
Great list.
Well, the other one I might put in there, Kevin, is who doesn't love Boban?
We all love him. Plus, he's going to be a movie star.
He's going to be a big star.
He's a big star.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They set the screen. And it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, at his height and with that release, Durant couldn't care less, really, who's on him.
Harden the pass to Rivers. Capella kicks to Rivers. Over Curry. And it's Houston with another.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Warriors trail by 13. The pass to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponents' ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Free throw, no good. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none, but I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
And the second free throw, good.
There's always arguments about how Draymond Green thinks he should get more calls. And maybe he's right, but for a physical guy, he does not spend a lot of time at the free throw line.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And it's Green, missing.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Now, last season's championship round, the 4th straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the major four sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
And the Warriors making a change here. McKinney's checked in. And so he's able to get one of two. Brett, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brett, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
Now, here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Count the basket.
Well, how about the vision from KD? Fantastic at moving the ball and then working it to his teammates.
Here's Green. The Warriors making the shot. To the middle. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Green. 7 points for Austin Rivers. Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Looney. Kicks it to Livingston. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Green dishes to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Durant, again, Golden State.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now, here's Green, down low. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Here's Looney. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Cook, the pass to McKinney. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 15. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Fareed setting the pick for Green. Tries again, and Fareed lays it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Livingston kicks it to Looney. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's McKinney looking for his first basket still in this one. And that's good. Kevin Durant for three.
Well, nice choice by KD. Creates just the right amount of space coming off the screen, and then that sweet, sweet string music.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
And so it's Houston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and about the Warriors roster, the envy of every team in the league.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we can play big, we can play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like where we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
You know, Greg, KD has a lot of help with this team.
And that's why he signed with the Warriors. But even with all their talent, you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
We've got Rivers. He's out there at the Mon Shumpert. Green is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's House in a power forward position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Faried's got his second bucket of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Livingston, terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's a screen. And Shumpert kicks to Rivers. Faried setting the pick for Rivers. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Shumpert. Houston gets it back. Here's Faried. Misses from short range.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Cook, the pass to Livingston. Screened by Bogut. Inside. Here's McKinney, headed by Green. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Back to Rivers. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. Rivers has got 11 points.
That's one of Rivers' go-to shots there, the high arcing floater. D has a tough time stopping that.
Bogut with a screen on Rivers. Cook kicks to Bogut. Passes it to McKinney. Shoots a fader. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Screen by Faried. Faried setting the pick for Green. And it's Houston with another.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I
It was
thought
on
I
my
did.
frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Reed. Gordon comes in for Green, and Paul's subbed in for Austin Rivers. And then for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Looney. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Here's Paul. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Warriors trail by 12. To the inside. Paul with the steal. Now the feed to Tucker. Outside jumper. Houston moving the ball around. There's the triple. Tucker can't get it to go. Warriors have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Thompson. You can't hit that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Gordon trying to break loose. Tucker can't get it to go.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Rockets leading by 9. Paul kicks to Shumpert. They set the pick to the wing right side. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 6.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
Thompson, a screen on Paul. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. To the middle. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Paul. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Great finish from Gordon in traffic. You like to see the smaller guys operate down low as long as they're patient.
Curry against Paul. Thompson from long range sinks the triple. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Curry against Paul. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Nice change of speed from Gordon on the drive to the hoop. Love that aggressiveness.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Gordon, also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency, a great fit on the Rockets.
You know, he's got that low set shot release, but and he gets it off with great volume and one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Outside Curry, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston making a switch. Capella's checked in. Iguodala outside. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. High post try. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Harden kicks to Capella. Paul outside. Pass to Capella. Dishes to Paul. Shoots over Curry. And there's the pass to Tucker. Now here's Harden. He's covered by Thompson. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's the pick. Here's Curry with the 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Paul dishes to Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. Capella sets a screen for Gordon. Screen by Capella. And it's Houston with another.
And they run the pick and roll right there to perfection as Gordon gets the shot to go.
Warriors trail by 13. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Down low, Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Harden with the drive. Capella, the pass to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. The three. No good. Shot missing.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
One of the best NBA athletes of his era, Andre Iguodala, and still you could make the case, Brent, it's his intelligence that's his strongest attribute.
And most of the time, the comments from Steve Kerr or Ron Adams, the defensive guru on the coaching staff, talk about how Andre Iguodala is a coach on the floor. So he's been a great mentor for Klay Thompson and some of the younger players who are coming up and coming along with the Warriors to talk to them about how he thinks, what he sees, and what he does. Big reason why the Warriors have won multiple titles.
And that one falls for Iguodala. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Andre Iguodala, about as reliable as it gets. Steve Kerr calls him the adult in the room.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Harden.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Good, and Paul gets the assist. 16 points for James Harden.
You leave it to CP3, statistically one of the top 10 assist men, not just in the league now, in the history of the game.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
To the inside, Paul lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Here's Harden, and Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Rockets, Kenneth Faried comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Green in for Gordon. And Golden State also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Thompson with the bucket.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Harden kicks to Paul. Back to Harden. That shot, no good. Good D by Thompson.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
There's a screen. Poked away. Clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Golden State.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
In the corner, Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist here tonight. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rivers comes in for Paul. Livingston kicks to Durant. The good-looking shot from the wing. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Screen by Fareed. Harden, that's good.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Latrey. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Harden against Thompson. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harden. And that one hits back iron.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
James Harden getting it done.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal is here. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Survival tactics.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Scoring consistently from range. He really lit it up there in the first half.
We'll see if they keep feeding him right now until he cools down or until the defense does something to take him away from these great opportunities. No reason to go away from him.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Curry in at the point. Warriors trail by 10. And Thompson kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching them about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
There's a good screen to the inside. Draymond Green pulls it in.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. It has to put away this layup.
Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Durant.
And the sinewy body of Kevin Durant allows him to finish through the physical play.
Fareed, a screen on Thompson. Gordon goes in. 6 on the shot clock. Fareed, a screen on Thompson. And it's Gordon missing. Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala kicks to Durant. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Harden outside. Fareed setting the pick for Harden. Pass to Fareed. It's stolen by Green. To the paint and taken away by Paul. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's Fareed using his post move to get the 2 points. Fareed's got 6 points.
Yeah, when you don't box out the Manimal, he has a tendency to devour second chance opportunities.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
Pass to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Curry outside. He's off on that one. And Houston the other way now. Harden with it. He's got 24. Fareed, a screen on Durant. Paul outside. Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. That's the end of his night, and he could be out for a while. Not the news he wanted to hear, Kevin.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Rockets making a switch here. House is checked in. And then for Golden State, Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. Durant drawing the double team. Looney kicks to Thompson. 4 on the clock. Here's the screen. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Durant against Harden. Outside Gordon. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Bucket is good. Tucker's got 13.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Iman Shumpert's checked in for James Harden. Durant against Gordon. They set the pick. Thompson passes to Cook. 5 on the clock. Over Gordon. They get it back. Looney. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Rockets leading by 11. Outside Gordon. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Over Shumpert. Got a piece of it.
Well, it helps to have a guard who can block some shots. Shumpert, a dependable defender who at times can get up to throw things away.
They set the pick. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Cook. Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. Second free throw, no good. Rockets leading by 14. He kicks the ball. Six on the shot clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Rivers trying to get open. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors trail by 16. Outside Durant. There's the pick. Thompson for 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
It just feels like Klay Thompson. Every shot that he shoots, he's got great balance. That one looked good.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Green, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, Kevin Durant could fit in any offense, but in your eyes, How good of a fit has he been in this Warriors attack?
Really like the missing puzzle piece. You know, I mean, his shot comes so much easier with the spacing he's afforded. At the same time, he's the fail-safe. When things break down, he can get his shot off against anyone.
That's good from Green. Both free throws good from Green.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
And there's the pass to Looney. They set the pick. The drive by Thompson over Gordon, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, tonight it's confident play from Klay Thompson, exceptional at staying assertive and looking for his opportunities to score.
Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Rockets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Free throw no good for Rivers.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
And good that time. And it's now 23 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
He's looking for Livingston and finds him. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Back to Rivers. They set the pick. Clock at 6. It's good from long range. Rivers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from Thompson.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. There's Green with the 3. No good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. Hit the teardrop, and it's blocked by Gordon. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Rockets leading by 11. Rivers kicks to Green. Gordon a screen for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Back to Green. Goes up to the stripe. That shot off the mark. The Rockets go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Green kicks to Rivers. They double him with Green. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Golden State with it. Warriors trail by 11. Green with a screen on Rivers. Outside for Durant. Green, the screen. 5 to shoot. From the line. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Outside Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Green.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
In recent seasons, Draymond Green's three-point percentage has tailed off a bit. Brent, is that a cause for concern?
It'd be a cause for concern if the 3 other guys around him weren't burying threes the way that they do. So, not too much. Draymond Green does so much more on the floor that making threes are pretty much a cherry on top of all the defensive things that he does to disrupt, all the playmaking things he does to get guys involved. So he's a very unique player.
Free throw good, Green.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Fareed in position, and Fareed throws it down.
And what a finish from Fareed, using his athleticism there to leap up as soon as he sees the ball lobbed in his direction.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Stolen by Fareed. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. And there it is for him. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night. Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Green draws the double. In the corner, Harden. Outside, Green. Screen by Fareed. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fareed's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Green with a screen for Curry. Kicks to Livingston. There's the 3, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. They've got Gordon, Rivers out there with Harden. Then there's Kenneth Fareed, and it's House in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Durant.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
On the wing, Thompson. Right side, Green. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Harden. A 15-footer. Livingston, no luck.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
And sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And they continue to control the glass.
Rivers against Curry. Oh, Fareed in position. It's stolen by Green. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
If you get Steph Curry in catch and shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Rivers kicks to Harden. Back to Rivers. Shoots over Curry. Misses off the left iron. Warriors trail by 7. Green, the pass to Curry. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Green, the screen. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Thompson. And that's now 28 points for Kevin Durant.
Draymond running and running. Incredible how he clears out some room there with that wide body.
Rivers dishes to Harden. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
And that one, good. And now just a 3-point Houston lead.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Reed, and Paul subbed in for Rivers. And Golden State also making a change. Andre Iguodala has checked in for Sean Livingston. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson in the post, guarded by Harden. Takes a 3. Thompson misses. Rockets leading by 6. Over Iguodala. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
There's the pick. Green, the screen. On the wing, Thompson, guarded by Harden. A fader. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Gordon, the pass to House. Over Green. And Houston again with the bucket. Warriors trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 30 points for Kevin Durant.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Takes the 13-footer. Good defense by Iguodala.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
On defense, Houston. Stolen by Harden.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Paul kicks to Gordon. Pass to House. To the inside. Shoots from 14. No good on that one. Great D that time from Curry.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside, Green passes to Curry. They set the pick. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Clock at 4. Curry's shot is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now here's Paul. Right wing, the 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 12 points here in the second half.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Rockets making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. Green dishes to Thompson. Back to Green. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
I've got to admire Draymond Green being fearless that time. No problem going straight at the defense.
Curry against Paul. Shoots over Curry. And Paul gets it to go in. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Pass to Iguodala. Curry way outside. The rebound by Harden.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And it's been about that execution offensive. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Nene, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And the pass to Paul. From 10 feet out, Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Green, the screen. Durant, good, and Curry gets the assist. That's now 32 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Paul against Curry. Paul goes in, and that one drops for him. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense, and an excellent penetrator.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen on Harden. Harden against Thompson. Lock at 6. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
Houston leading by 11. Al Paul. To the inside. And Nene with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Thompson, a screen on Gordon. Durant, the pass to Thompson. And another basket for Golden State.
I like it, Clay, working the in-between area and finding some gaps in the defense right now.
Nene with the screen on Curry. Great open look there. 9 points for Chris Paul.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Curry against Paul. Green with a screen for Curry. And taken away by Paul. Here is Harden. Nene kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Harden. Outside Gordon. Back to Harden. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Houston.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Warriors trail by 17. Timeout called the Warriors.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And so here is Golden State. Here's Green. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 17. Ball kicks to Gordon. Feeds it to Clark. Harden against Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Harden, no good. Warriors trail by 17. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Green left side. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. There's a screen. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Iguodala. And here's Gordon. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for James Harden.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace, and that's a nice field play.
Iguodala against Harden. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time.